over your eyes, you will see that there's still darkness there. It gets darker just with the extra layer of something beyond the eyelids. You take the hands down, you'll see light returns in even though the eyes are closed. So even when things appear dark, there's still elements of light, spectrums of light within it. Try that again, bringing the hands up over the face, over the eyes, and notice the shadow. And then exhaling and away. See the light transfer in through the skin of the eyelids. One more time, hands up towards the face, covering the eyes, the eye sockets. Noticing the dark or darker aspect. And then bringing the hands away to see the light traveling even through the skin. How sensitive we are to light. Now, as we settle into eyes closed, we're finding that relaxation through shoulders, whether it's palms down, touching, connecting into body or onto thighs, or it's palms up, taking a little bit through, asking a little bit more of the bone structure through the wrist, through the lower arm, into shoulders, into spine. Be mindful of not slouching. Allow breath to travel in through the nose and out. This might be the first time you've really listened in, tuned in to yourself, your breath, traveling in, traveling out. Moment, notice its qualities. In and out through the nose, purifies the air traveling in. And allowing whatever no longer serves you. Slows down the breathing. To breathe constantly through an open mouth. Try it. It's a big amount of air to take in, a huge amount of energy to take in. Like drying on the mouth, if you was to exhale out, you was to do that all the time. How drying it is on the back of the throat. No purifiers going on there on the inhales. Total release on the exhales. So we use pranayama for different things. Slow the mind, to calm the body in and out the nose. Start the process of switches through the body to the brain, changing blood chemistry as a result. Allow ourselves to relax just a little bit more. Breathing in, breathing out. Maintain that focus, just breathing in and breathing out. Three more. One more. And bring the hands up to the chest, palms together, bowing down towards fingertips, gently allowing the light in through the eyes, coming back, sitting up nice and tall. Come away from the back of the chair, find a little bit of movement now. So allowing the body to sit at the edge of the chair, don't allow the slouch. You could employ something called golden thread, where we imagine this thread looping through the spine, coming out through the crown of the head, traveling up through the Sushumna, that Kundalini ascent, and imagine it's coming out through the crown of the head to lift up. Inhale, exhale that hand down. If you find yourself slouching again, imagine that golden thread like a favorite puppet coming out, above, lift up, inhale, and without slouching through the spine, allow the hands to come down. Sweep the arms out to the side, sun salutation, seated style. Hands overhead, locking up, staying there for a couple of breaths, feeling that length through the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. You can look up towards the hands and exhale. One more time, breathe in and exhale. And again. And exhale. On the next exhale, we're going to twist over to that right side. So breathe in, exhale and twist. Hands down, allowing shoulders to relax. Staying there, finding wherever's comfortable for your throat, for your neck, for your shoulders, for your arms and hands. I always like to rest one hand across the opposite knee, and the other arm travels a little bit around towards the bit, and onto the back of the chair arm. Or twist is good through the body. Rest the hand on the back of the chair seat. Breathing in and breathing out. Lift the arms up overhead and exhale towards your left side. It's a nice way to just bring some movement in through the low spine, mid spine, upper spine, into the neck, into the face, over that left shoulder. Keep breath going in and out through the nose. For those of you who've been practicing with me in class for some time now, you'll start to feel that belly breath moving, that abdominal movement of breath. So it's less about into the upper reaches of the chest, travels further down, so we get a deep connection. Inhale to sweep up, locking up, and exhale, forward fold, hands down towards your feet. Take your feet to hip width apart, creates a little bit of space for the ribs, for the belly to sit against the inner thighs just a little bit. Relax through the back of the neck by bringing chin towards chest and stretching out through the crown of the head. Remember that golden thread still coming out through that crown. If it feels a little strong in the back of the neck, because it's a big stretch in the back of the neck, if you manage to get the chin all the way to the chest, just lift the chin slightly away from the chest. Just an even balancing out process, what feels good for you. That process of tuning into you. Gonna grab and hold the back of that right knee as you sit upright and lift that foot off the ground. A couple of breaths, and an exhale. Again, try not to slouch into that spine. Keep pushing down through the sit bones. Two prominent bones that pop out down through your buttocks. And lift into the shoulders rather than lifting up with the shoulders. Lift into the shoulders. Push down through the sits. Rise up through the spine and into shoulder. We're going to stretch that right foot out. Inhale, exhale. Wiggle those yogi toes. Say hi. Hugging back in. Inhale first. Exhale, hug in. We're looking for that thigh to travel to the outer sides of the body, to the ribs on the side. We'll place that foot back down in a moment. Then exhale, foot down. Remember that space, feet are hip width apart, hands down towards the ground. Maybe you could lift the toes and place the fingers underneath the toes and the ball of the foot, or even reach a little bit further down. So we bring a malasana, a garland into this pose. A connection of two parts of the body, hands and feet. Remember about that back of the neck. Does it feel too tight? Release towards chest. That feels strained in any way, release the chin away from the chest. Find that middle point, that sweet spot for you. Release the hands from underneath the feet. Let's take a hold of the back of the left knee, leaning back slightly, but not so that you slouch. Keep pressing down through the sit bones, those prominent bones in the bottom. Lift up through the spine and into shoulders. Not lifting shoulders, keep them away from the ears. Just keeping it nice and tall through the back body. Stretch out, inhale. Wriggle those feet, wriggle those toes. Push out through the heels. Send all that energy down through the back lines of that leg. Hugging back in, inhale first. Exhale to hug in. Remember, we're looking for this thigh to come towards the outer side of that left side of the body. Hugging in. Another couple of breaths. Taking it nice and slowly, nice and even. Foot down, exhale, foot hip width apart, creates that space for that body to sit gently between. Hands can place underneath that foot. You can gently lift heels off the ground, press into the flesh of the hands. We're going to let those hands release from underneath the feet. Sweep the arms out to the side as you lift all the way up. Inhale. Locking up, find that length. Exhale, twist to the right side. Second set. Maybe we won't hang around with breath quite so much in these poses. We'll just sweep through. So inhale up,